Hi everyone, welcome to another grammar nibble. This time we're talking about the present perfect, which is a very common tense in English, but it's one that is often misused. There are many rules about when to use the present perfect, but we're not going to look at each individual rule and try to figure out what they mean. Instead, we're going to look at the general idea behind the tense. And there's a couple different ways to explain this, but generally, the present perfect has some connection to the present. But that can be a bit misleading, and so perhaps a better way to think about it is that it is something that is unfinished. So that, let's say you use it to say something like, I have been to Dubai many times. That indicates that you might go again. Whereas if you say, I went to Dubai many times, that would be a sentence that you would say once you no longer lived in the UAE and you don't expect it to happen again. Okay? That's the general idea behind the tense. But let's look at this activity and hopefully that'll become clearer. So, we've got a conversation between Jack and Jill who are talking about going to the Louvre in Abu Dhabi. Down here, we're asked to select the present perfect. And two examples of when it's used are without a specific time or more than once. But another thing that you can notice here is that you've got this, the apostrophe VE, which is the contraction for have, and that is, a different form of the verb than we're used to. So let's go ahead and select these and see how we do. Okay, hopefully your activity looks the same as this one. Hopefully I didn't forget anything. These have all got the VE in there, the have right there, okay, and they've got this thing right here, which is the past participle or verb 3. But I think it's really important for us to look at these two sentences right here. Jack says, well, I've always liked art, so I thought we might start off by visiting the Louvre. I've been told it is an amazing museum. Jill says, wonderful. My friend Allison, there's one I forgot right there, has just telephoned me to tell me about her visit there last week. She said she loved it. Now, you'll notice here that we've got just, and so that's not a specific time. But right here, this is the past simple tense. And that's because she's describing something with a specific time attached. And that's probably the biggest difference between the past simple and the present perfect. Okay? So in order to make this, we need, the subject and then have, but not always just have. You can also have has as well. Oh, look, there's that. Have or has, plus the past participle verb, which is also called verb 3 sometimes. One of the best ways to think about the present perfect and to try to get your head around it is by looking at some of the signal words that come with it. Now we said up here that it does not use a specific time. So would we use a word like yesterday? No, we wouldn't. But ever? Certainly. Never? Absolutely. Before? Yep. Another common use of the present perfect is when something starts in the past and continues to the present. And so for and since definitely work. Ago. 2 years ago. Is that a specific time? It is. And so it generally is not used with the present perfect. Neither is last week. Always definitely is. And we've already said that we use this many times for things that have happened more than once. So that is also one of the words that some of the phrases that you might see with the present perfect. I hope this helps. Please try the practice and approach your teacher if you still don't understand.